Welcome to Credentialed Coach School, the podcast designed to prepare your mind, body, and soul for a dreamy coaching business. I'm your host, Amanda Bybel, founder of the Inner Beauty Bybel and Credentialed Coach School. Each week, I'll share strategies to elevate your coaching career and to chat with successful entrepreneurs on what it really takes to grow your thriving coaching business. Take a deep breath and let's get started on building your dream business. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Credentialed Coach School, the podcast where we help new and aspiring coaches monetize their purpose, amplify their impact, and make bank as a certified coach. It is my mission as your podcast host to empower you with all the incredible tips, tricks, foundations, advanced skills, business impact to blow your business up to the next level or to help you get started as you navigate your beginning parts of your coaching journey. I'm Amanda. I am your host, and today we are going to explore how to attract unlimited positivity and unlimited success using EFT, emotional freedom techniques, and NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. So these are two incredibly powerful tools that can absolutely enhance your coaching practice and really boost your confidence as a coach. So let's dive in by first understanding what EFT and NLP are and how they can be used to attract positivity, success, amplify your ability to activate the law of attraction and all of your manifestations to the next level. So EFT is often referred to as tapping. So it's emotional freedom technique, and it's a form of psychological acupressure. So what we do is we tap on certain specific meridian points on the body while focusing on negative emotions or physical sensations so that you can release energy blockages and restore your balance. EFT is actually one of my favorite tools to use, and something that I have spoke all over the country on, and like on many different podcasts. People ask me to do the talk on EFT tapping because not only am I obsessed with it and it's changed my life completely, but it's actually scientifically proven to reduce cortisol, which is your stress hormone, by over 40% in a single session. So learning this skill set and learning this tool, not only to use within yourself, but also to hold space and utilize with your clients, will absolutely take your business to the next level and your life too. And NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, on the other hand, is a really incredible approach, psychological approach that involves analyzing different strategies used by successful individuals, different people, and applying them to reach your personal goals. So what NLP is really about, it's about understanding how language actually affects our brain and our mind, which then in turn affects our behaviors and our feelings. And then all of this actually impacts our results. So our results start with our mindset, and the way that we see things and the way that we communicate with ourselves are actually the driving force behind our current and getting to our desired reality. So first, let's break down EFT tapping. So emotional freedom techniques involves tapping on specific energy points on the body, primarily on the face and the upper body area, while we're thinking about a specific issue. So with EFT, it's energy work, and these tapping points are actually called meridians, which are the energetic veins that run throughout your body. Your chakras are like your energetic arteries, but this is your life force. This is your chi. And by doing this, we actually realign your energy and we eliminate limiting beliefs. We tap into what your inherent truth is, your inner knowing, your higher self, and you're actually able to reduce your cortisol by over 40% in a single session. So as a coach, this is literally one of the many modalities that my students master to become confident and transformative coaches. So imagine being able to have a tool that can literally reduce stress and anxiety by over 40% in just a few seconds. Like, that's insane. Why wouldn't you want to learn this, right? Why wouldn't you want to experience this? It is literally based on the same exact principles of acupuncture, acupressure, but really you're only using your hands to tap on these points, and you take your hands wherever you go, which is obviously so easy to use and so empowering. So something that I use EFT tapping for regularly is, fear of being seen, fear of failing, fear of success, not wanting to say the wrong thing, not achieving your goals, losing everything that you make, being too much, not being enough, letting people down, and the list goes on. And we're so good at brushing these things off and brushing them under the rug. But what actually happens is, because we don't recognize them, they're still playing in the background, driving our thoughts, driving our feelings, and ultimately driving our actions and our results, and creating the reality that we either want or what we don't want. Okay. So the beliefs that we have and the things that we don't want to feel sometimes are actually what we manifest. So we don't manifest just by like increasing our frequency or thinking happy thoughts or being positive. We manifest at the belief level, and what we believe or what we don't believe is actually going to be the thing that actualizes in our reality. So when using something like EFT tapping, you're actually able to allow your energy to flow more freely and increase your emotional well-being, but you'll also increase your ability to manifest what you want and achieve the goals that you desire. It's also works with like physical pain, like headaches, period cramps, all the things like that, which is totally amazing and awesome. One of the fun mantras in the EFT tapping world is like, if you're not sure if it's going to work, just try it out. So next we have NLP, or Neuro Linguistic Programming. So this is a method of influencing your mind through the use of language and other types of communication. So like body language, the words that you say, how you say the words that you say. And it essentially aims to reprogram the way that our mind responds and allows us to develop new positive behaviors, new thought patterns, essentially rewires your mind for success. So NLP can be an incredibly effective tool and body of knowledge for overcoming limiting beliefs, enhancing self-confidence, and achieving your personal and professional goals. So understanding these tools are super important for any coach, because they provide not only a structure and an approach to facilitating transformation, but they actually empower you to support your clients even more effectively, because you have a real skill set to actually add value to your coaching sessions. So how can you integrate EFT and NLP into your coaching practice to attract positivity and success? You might be asking. So EFT is literally used for actually everything. Quick little story about EFT tapping. When I first learned about EFT tapping in 2019, I was watching people do it, and I'm like, they look a little bit funny. I'm not going to do that, because basically what it looks like is like, if you're watching on YouTube, like you're literally just like tapping on these different points all around your face and on your body. And I just thought it looked funny. And I was like, I'm going to learn all the coaching techniques, but I don't think I'm going to go with EFT tapping. I don't think it's going to resonate with me. But what I actually quickly realized was, through tapping, I was able to talk through the negative things that were going on inside of me and in my mind, body, and soul on a daily basis. And just saying them out loud was giving them less power. It was like, again, like dying in the light, and it was wild. So I went to my first certification retreat in 2020, and I asked my mentor at the time what she was doing to attract her like big money months. And at that point, I had never attracted more than, I don't know, around like 10K, maybe 20 at one point a month. And I saw that she was bringing in over 6 figures each month. And that was something that I aspired to do. And it was just mind blowing to me when she told me, because I had the opportunity to ask. In NLP, we talk about something called modeling, and modeling excellent behavior, and there being no reason to reinvent the wheel. So if you see someone doing something excellent, then you can replicate their results by replicating their actions, attitudes, and behaviors and beliefs, physiology, and a whole bunch of other things. So modeling is really, really, really awesome to use. So I wanted to implement modeling my mentor so that I could produce the same results and ultimately like make those 6-figure months. And which is crazy to think about, because 6 figures is a lot of fucking money. And I think about this all the time, and I'm like, wow, saying this out loud, it's like insane that my business now, only 5 years later, generates that on a monthly basis. It's like fucking wild. And like, I feel so incredibly grateful that the 5 year ago version of myself never gave up. I feel so fucking empowered that that version of me believed in the mission so much that I was able to go out and make it happen. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional because it makes me think about like all of the years that I spent, literally almost a decade, searching for fulfillment in every way, shape, or form, and never realizing that it all came from within. And I don't even think that I believed in my own ability to achieve success at that time. And when I went to the certification retreat in January 2020, I asked the mentor and I'm like, all right, I'm going to model you because we're here, we're learning NLP and I'm super excited about this. Like, let's fucking go. Like, let's do it. Like, let's replicate it. And I was ready with like my pen and my paper and I was ready to take all of the notes. And I said to her, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what do you do every day? What are your actions? And she goes, I tap. And I looked at her and I'm like, this bitch, like, this is what she's gonna tell me she does every day. Like, she taps, like, okay. And I thought she was lying. And she literally said to me, like, let's play a game for the whole week. Just tap every day and let me know how things shift for you at the end of the week. And I was just like, what have I got to lose? You know, if she tells me she's tapping every day, I might as well try it. It can't hurt. So I ended up tapping every day for the week-long retreat that I was at. And by the end of that week, I attracted 10K in a week. 10K in a fucking week. And looking back at it now, I was just like, I think about it and I'm like, thank God. Like, I was so willing to try anything new and so willing to take action because I wanted so badly, like, for my business to take off, for me to be able to do this full time. And I heard a quote, I don't know when or where, but it was more or less like not giving yourself a plan B. And I was thinking about that. And I'm pretty sure I said it in one of the podcast episodes like recently, but I'm not entirely sure. But basically it's like, if you haven't achieved the goals that you desire or that you want to achieve, it's because you haven't made them a priority yet. Like, let that sink in, because at the time, or the at least leading up to the like early 2020, I always had a plan B. I was still in my corporate job until the middle of 2019, and you know, I kept giving myself a way out, like, just in case it doesn't work out. But that's such a fucking cop out. Like, it is such a cop out. Like, giving myself a plan B, that means I'm not believing in myself enough to go after what I truly want. And that's not a vibe, right? Like, that is not the vibe. And that is not the standard that I want to set for my kids. That shows my kids like that their goals aren't important enough. That, because if I'm not achieving my goals because I didn't give myself a chance, like, that's the precedent we're setting here. And like, I don't think that's a vibe. It's never the vibe. So what I like to think about is like, now it's that relentless commitment and consistency to achieve the goal, showing up in my version of excellence on an everyday basis, or on a as most most of the day basis that I possibly can, and believing in my ability to do the things that I want to do. And if my mind changes, like, that's totally fine, but it's not because I'm copping out or because I gave myself a plan B. You know, like, if you haven't made it a priority, then that's why you haven't achieved it yet. And I feel like that really lands with me. And sorry if it doesn't land with you, but for me, I feel like that's such a real thing. But with EFT, this is such a powerful tool for emotional clearing. And this is something that you can use to truly amplify your coaching session. So you can teach your clients how to tap on their meridian points to release negative emotions and stress, reduce their stress. This is a great way to start eliminating limiting beliefs. And again, those beliefs are what drive drive your reality. So this can help them feel more balanced. It can help them open up to more positive experiences. And this simple technique that you can use with your clients can be for 5 minutes or less, and it'll give them like a literal, tangible sense of the effectiveness of your coaching, because we ask them to rate their feelings on an intensity scale. So when you work with a client, you're having them rate how intense the emotion is, the negative emotion. And by the end of the session, they will visibly see how much their pain, ailment, limiting belief, whatever the case may be, has reduced since working with you, which is like a win-win situation for everybody, right? And then NLP is such an incredible tool as well to help your clients reframe negative thoughts, beliefs, and anything that is really getting in their way from achieving their desired goals. So, for instance, if a client believes that they're not capable of achieving their goals, you can use NLP techniques to help them create new empowering beliefs. So, techniques like anchoring, which is one of my favorite things to use, techniques like single belief change, time techniques. This is all about associating a positive emotional state with a particularly powerful outcome and being able to create new neural pathways in your client's mind. So with NLP, you're able to use a set of techniques to help your client reframe their thoughts, eliminate limiting beliefs, and install new beliefs for an empowering future. And then you can always combine EFT and NLP because it's obviously super powerful if you do all of these things together. You can future pace and help your clients envision and work towards their goals, give them new choices, and create a really strong and empowering action plan after you've done like change work with them, so that they're leaving your sessions feeling even more motivated and even more excited, and they have the momentum that they need in order to go after their goal and achieve the success that they desire. So using EFT and NLP isn't only beneficial for your clients, but it's also significantly beneficial for you as a coach and enhancing your confidence as a coach. And I know last week we talked about imposter syndrome and really honing in on your skill set and mastering your ability to really hold space for your clients. But when you're doing all this, it's about embodying the work that you teach. And when you use EFT tapping for your own self-confidence, this will help you to address any feelings of self-doubt or anxiety or maybe fear before a coaching session, and tapping on your meridian points while affirming your abilities and strengths as a coach will help you to release any negative emotions that might be holding you back. So a quick tip would be to start your day with even just a 5-minute EFT tapping session, focusing around affirmations like, I am a confident coach. I am a transformational coach. I am an effective coach. My clients love working with me and I love supporting my clients. Like different affirmations like that could be super awesome. NLP can be used on ourselves. So like all coaching is self-coaching. All techniques can be used with ourselves. Like we can facilitate all techniques on ourselves as well. And when we apply these techniques to yourself, it'll help you reframe any limiting beliefs about your coaching abilities and replace them with empowering ones. And this is really important because when you believe in your ability to facilitate the change that you desire, it's going to boost your confidence, it's going to boost your performance, and it's also going to boost your readiness and willingness to put yourself out there so that you can attract the clients that you desire. So we have so many students that come through the program where they have never coached before, they've never had businesses before, but we also have coaches who come through the program where they have been quote unquote coaching for a while, or they've had the title of the coach for quite some time, yet they're having a lot of difficulty attracting their clients. And the reason why is because they don't first believe in themselves or their ability to support their clients if they were to book a call. So it all works hand in hand. So when you are fully embodied in the leader and the version of you that holds space for clients, you're able to even more powerfully hold space for them. You're able to attract them because you believe in what you're doing. And then conducting a coaching session and receiving positive feedback from your clients is going to be a done deal. It's going to happen on a regular basis. So the more you practice and integrate these techniques into your life and into your coaching practice, the more confident you're going to become. And the more confident you become, the more masterful you'll be, and the more people you're going to attract. So it's literally like the best combination ever. So let's just talk about how these techniques can help you attract positivity. So by regularly practicing EFT and NLP, you're going to not only maintain a high level of positive energy, but you're going to naturally attract success and opportunities because you believe in yourself, right? You believe in yourself and your ability to attract the clients that you desire, to make the impact that you want. This is why you wanted to start your coaching business to begin with, right? To help people. And in order to help people, you must first believe in your ability to help them. Otherwise, we're not going to attract anybody, right? And then, of course, it helps with client attraction because when you exude confidence and when you exude positivity, when you are a walking, living, breathing version of the transformation of what you do with your clients, that you are that person, you're going to attract clients just by being who you are. And the people who are looking to be in that same energy, they're going to be drawn to your ability to help them transform their lives. So make it a habit to share your experiences, what you do on a daily basis, putting yourself out there on social media platforms and to showcase all of the tools that you are equipped with, all of the tools that can lead to positive outcomes. And these are going to help you achieve better results with your clients, which is obviously going to lead to them shouting from the rooftops, being like, you're the bomb.com. And the more successful your clients are, the more successful you are as a coach. That's what I believe, at least. We don't win unless our clients do. So maybe that means implementing these tools or offering mini sessions or demonstrating your ability to facilitate through live calls or anything like that. But, really just putting yourself out there and allowing your clients to see what it is that you specialize at. And if you're still unsure about how to facilitate a session, you can download our free session planner. It is completely free. It'll help you plan out your sessions. So to all of the new coaches out there, remember EFT and NLP are not just tools for your clients, but also for yourself. And by mastering these techniques, you're going to not only blow up your coaching practice, literally in the best way ever, but you're going to boost your confidence. You're going to attract the positivity and success that you desire, and you're going to start being able to make the impact that you want as a coach. So a lot of times I notice that people come to me and they're like, hey, I have decided I'm a coach, but my bank account doesn't necessarily match what I thought was going to be available for me. And it's because they have to take a look back at themselves to master techniques to actually hold space for their client, to add real value, to feel confident, and then to attract the client. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Credentialed Coach School. If you found this episode helpful, please, please, please share it with your friends, your family. Leave me a review. Please, please, please leave me a review. And remember, the journey to becoming the best coach ever starts with a single step. Keep learning, keep growing. Let's keep changing the world one client at a time. And remember, you are you, and that is your superpower. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Mwah! Thank you so much for listening to Credentialed Coach School podcast. If you like today's show, please give us a 5-star review and tell us what resonated most with you. This helps me to continue to create content that you love and find supportive.